We are following new developments out of Idaho. The New York Times is reporting that Bryan Kohberger, the man who pled guilty to killing 4 University of Idaho students and is currently serving 4 life sentences, now says he wants to withdraw his confession and reopen the case. Let's get right to NBC News legal analyst Misty Marris. Misty, this surprised all of us. So Kohberger accepted responsibility back in after the 2022 murders, right, in a hearing last July. So just last July, he accepted responsibility. It was weeks before the trial was set to begin. And then he was sentenced, as I said, to 4 life sentences. He's in prison now, but now he's filed this post-conviction challenge. How does that work? It's allowed, right? What is he arguing?
Yeah, so, Kate, post-conviction relief is the only avenue that he could take because constitutionally a defendant who even pleads guilty cannot waive it, even though Kohberger pled guilty and waived his right to appeal. So when seeking post-conviction relief, it's usually based on ineffective assistance of counsel. And some of the statements in that article, coercion, disinformation, and false promises is what he says will be the basis of this petition moving forward. But I got to tell you, it is not just buyer's remorse. The standard is so high that the lawyers did something that was so far below the standard of reasonableness in their representation that it gives this avenue. So it's constitutionally allowed, but it is a tough
He
call.
would have to prove that his own lawyers misled him and that this plea deal that he took wasn't really what he thought it was. Is
Something
that kind of
to that effect, but it would have to be because, remember, we watched that that hearing when he changed his plea. What does the judge ask? Multiple times, every which way. This is voluntary. You are pleading guilty. You understand that your lawyers were sufficient and adequate, and you understand what you're doing, waiving your rights. That's on the record multiple times. There's also sworn statements. So to get over the hump of his own sworn statements, you know what that means? You have to show some real rock solid coercion or misconduct. This is a really tough argument to make.
All right, Misty Marris for us. Misty, really appreciate that.
We thank you for watching, and remember, stay updated on breaking news and top stories on the NBC News app or watch live on our YouTube channel.